of the night, these rose city lights. We could go home, but let's chase the unknown, 'cause it feels like one of those nights. I don't wanna go to sleep, I wanna see the world spin around and slip into the beat of this town. Let's stay up and watch the stars shoot across the skyline and get lost in the moonshine. Let's hold on to hope and feel every moment, 'cause we're gonna find. Let's hold on to hope and feel every moment, 'cause we're gonna find two hearts coming to life. Two hearts coming to life. Thank you. Applause, applause. That was a song called "Coming to Life." It was the title track of my album that I put out a little over a year ago, and it's about an unexpected night out here in Portland. And so, this is another song from that album. It's called "I Want It All." I know that look, it's one I've seen 100 times before. Your heart's on the table, but you just can't seem to let it go. I know it's hard, I know it's not easy to let me in, but there's a world out there waiting for you and I to know. Give me the good times, the hard times, and everything that's in between. Give me the long drives, the summer nights, going places we've never seen. And I'm gonna be there every time you fall, 'cause I don't just want tonight, I want it all. Love, rest your head right here on my shoulders. I wanna see those green eyes staring back at me. Well, tell me your dreams, show me the world you wanna see. I'll be everything and more you need me to be. Give me the good times, the hard times, and everything that's in between. Give me the long drives, the summer nights, going places we've never seen. And I'm gonna be there every time you fall, 'cause I don't just want tonight, I want it all. I want the ups and the downs, the running the reds after midnight, chasing shadows and dancing under the moonlight. Well, baby, there's just one thing I need you to know, 'cause I won't be the one to let you go. Give me the good times, the hard times, and everything that's in between. Give me the long drives, the summer nights, going places we've never seen. I'm gonna be there every time you fall, I don't just want tonight, I want it all. I want it all. Thank you. Thank you. So this next song is a fun song. I'm a big Halloween fan, and I wrote it for this year for Halloween. I released it about a month before and had a lot of fun kind of promoting it on TikTok and stuff, just making random Halloween videos. But for some reason I like Halloween a lot, so I wrote a song. It's called Haunted. Hope you like it. Stairs creep, keeping me awake, keeping my mind on you. Footsteps right outside my room, 2 a.m. right on cue. Don't know if it's superstition, but I'm drowning in suspicion. Ever since I let you go, I got a feeling that I'm not alone. I hear your voice in the silence, in the dead of night when there's nothing there to make a sound. I see your face in the darkness when the lights go out and there's no one else around. Yeah, you rattle my bones, got me under your spell, seeing double, it's deja vu. Where there's nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. I don't know what I'm gonna do, I'm haunted by you. Heart beats faster as I move, flashlight shining down the hall. Tiptoe, I'm shaking at the knees, shadows dancing on the wall. I feel a tap on my shoulder, all of a sudden it gets colder. Ever since I let you go, I got a feeling that I'm not alone. I hear your voice in the silence, in the dead of night when there's nothing there to make a sound. See your face in the darkness when the lights go out and there's no one else around. Yeah, you rattle my bones, got me under your spell, seeing double like it's deja vu. Yeah, there's nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. I don't know what I'm gonna do, I'm haunted by you. I'm haunted by you. Ever since I let you go, I got a feeling that I'm not alone. I hear your voice in the silence, in the dead of night when there's nothing there to make a sound. See your face in the darkness when the lights go out and there's no one else around. Yeah, you rattle my bones, got me under your spell, seeing double, it's deja vu. Yeah, there's nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, there's nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. I don't know what I'm gonna do, I'm haunted by you. I'm haunted by you. I'm haunted by you. Thank you. Hello.
And officially welcome to the KPSU studio.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure.
And thank you, Sub Basement Studios, for putting this on YouTube. We appreciate you.
Yes.
That last song you played is much more, I would say, kind of upbeat and almost poppy
Yeah.
than your other music.
It is, yeah.
And I didn't realize till you just introduced it that it was
Yeah.
actually a Halloween type
Mm,
song. Just a bit ironic
yeah.
considering it's so upbeat.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I was like joking around when I was writing it with some people that had heard it, like that I hadn't released it or anything yet, and we like described it as a spooky bop. And I was like, I think I invented a genre called spooky bop.
Like,
I want to make it happen because
Right.
Halloween should be fun, like fun songs. You know, they shouldn't always be like super creepy. You know, it should be
right?
fun.
Like, Adam's Family is not really creepy, but it's definitely spooky.
Right. Yeah, and I was like, there aren't that many Halloween songs. Like there's the old classics like the Monster Mash and that stuff, which is great.
Mhm.
But there isn't that many like newer ones versus like every Christmas people are putting stuff out, which Christmas songs are great too. But it's like I don't
Right.
think anybody's really doing this. So
No, we need
Give it a
Mariah
shot.
Carey to do a Halloween song.
I would listen. That'd be great. Maybe I wouldn't want that though, because then I would have no chance of getting heard. So stay out of it, Mariah. Just let me have my
It's like
moment.
let someone else have that lane.
That's not gonna happen anyway. But yeah, well, you know.
That's okay. So before we get too far, when I let people know where they can find your music and know
Yeah.
who you are.
Yeah, so my name is Lane Norberg. I'm a songwriter here in Portland. I've been here since 2018. You can find my music on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you stream music, you can find it. I'm also on social media at Lane Norberg Music. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the things. I have a website, lanenorbergmusic.com, where I post, show dates and things like that. So yeah.
Spell your last name for them since they're trying to type it.
Yes, Norberg, not Burg. But I might still come up if you type that. I don't know. So let me know if that still works. But yeah, if you just Google my name and music, maybe, hopefully it comes up. So yeah, that's where you can find me.
Awesome. Okay. And you are going to be playing the Portland Folk Festival.
I am.
And
Yes.
in fact, right after the show, you're heading over to the Crystal Ballroom.
I'm heading there right after this. Yeah, I'm very excited. This weekend is the Portland Folk Festival, if you don't know. 3-day music festival. It's been going on, I think this is year 5. I could be wrong about that. But it's the Crystal Ballroom. It's an amazing festival. This is my first year playing it, but yeah, I'm heading over there right after because all of my music friends are playing, and so it's like a real treat for me to be able to go and see my friends play and see a lot of other amazing artists that I've yet to kind of hear and discover. So yeah, very excited.
Yeah, that lineup I'm very excited for. I've been to the Folk Fest a few times before, and it seems like they just seem to get more and more of all the music I love to hear,
Yeah.
and some of the stuff I haven't heard yet. And
Yep.
when I go to check it out, I'm like, ooh, this is a new favorite.
Yep. There's so many great groups, and it's like, I think I heard the Fox and Bones, who are like the founders of it, which repping the merch, love it.
I have the T-shirt today.
I think I heard them talking about it at one point, and they're like, it's kind of like folk and folk adjacent. So like, I hear a lot of people like, oh, I don't really know about folk music. I'm like, just come, trust me, you're gonna like it. Like it's all great. It's all great music. So
Right. Yeah. I think there's everything from like some of the bands sound like Hillstomp would be an example, more bluegrassy,
Yeah, for
and then
sure.
there's others like Acoustic Minds that are actually more dance, like
Yeah.
electronica vibe.
yeah, for
And
sure.
So it's a full spectrum there.
It's kind of like when people ask what my genre is, I always like cheat and say singer-songwriter because like that means everything and nothing at the same time. It's like everything fits into that if you write music, and folk is kind of similar where it's like there's a lot that fits under that umbrella. So yeah,
Right. It's
Yep.
just everyone kind of gets the earth tone vibe.
yeah, exactly. Is
Something
there an
that fits
acoustic
that.
guitar on stage? Yes, then it's folk music. That's how I define it anyway.
Right. I say the only difference really between that and country is their twang.
Yeah, there's a lot of blurred lines there. Yeah.
For sure. Tell me a little bit about the next song you're going to play.
The next song I'm going to play is it's a song called The Optimist. It's kind of a newer song. It's not released, so that's kind of fun. I wrote it in Nashville, actually, with a couple of friends of mine. Just was over there last year and doing a co-write, and just really wanted to like write a song about this idea that like even though bad things happen to you, you can still have a positive kind of mindset, and just kind of a glass half full kind of song. And so that's what it's about. Funnily, like I wrote this song, and then like a month later my car got stolen. And so it was like, oh, this song means a lot more now. Do I mean this? No. So it means more now that it's like, oh, this is like put a little perspective a little bit.
Right. In fact, we were talking a little bit before we went on air about the fact that your gear got stolen when your car was broken into, but that's also how you got the guitar you have now.
It is, yeah. Someone stole my car. I got the car back, but unfortunately, it was like a late night. I drove home. I had a gig that night. I had a gig the next morning, so I was like, I'm just gonna park it. It was in front of my house, and I'm just gonna park it here. It's probably fine. It was not fine. And somebody kind of got lucky because it was in my trunk where you couldn't see it, anyways, I got the car back, did not get the gear back, which is unfortunate. My guitar was in it, but I got a nice insurance check and was able to replace some of the things, and one of the things was this new guitar, which is, it's like a few months old at this point, so breaking it in nicely, yeah.
Yeah, and we even, get a nerd out for just a minute here on the gear. Because your previous guitar, you said the frets were starting to wear on, and so you got this one, which I appreciate the fact that most acoustic guitars kind of fall into either a really warm or really bright sound, and you've got this middle ground here happening.
Yeah, I think Taylor does that, like middle, like you're talking about, really well, because I've played other guitars, like Martin's are great, but they're a little too mellow for like playing like live a lot of the time, even though I really like the sound and the feel. But Taylor kind of, just because I play out a lot, they really have a nice action and nice bright sound, but are really full-bodied when you want them to be too. At least the ones that I've played and enjoyed. So it's been a fun guitar to start learning. It feels pretty similar to my last one, but it's a little nicer, which helps.
So there you go, a little optimistic view.
Exactly.
On
Yeah, it works
gear.
out. It's like it all turns out in the end.
I like it. All right,
Yeah.
well, let's hear it.
Thank you. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed, but I got dressed anyway, 'cause I'm still breathing. I got a couple cobwebs in my head, I think I need a holiday, but I'm still seeing all these reasons why I'm feeling good about what I got. Yeah, I'm grateful. 'Cause any old day I'm gonna find a way to see the glass half full. Looking for the magic, making joy a habit, happiness has its hold. Got my eyes to the sky, my feet on the ground, smiling as the world spins round, making the best of it. So yeah, you can call me, just call me the optimist. I'm taking those moments when life is throwing shade, I'm singing those blues away, and I'm soaking up the good vibes in the rain and the sunshine, turning lemons into lemonade. 'Cause any old day I'm gonna find a way to see the glass half full. Looking for the magic, making joy a habit, happiness has its hold. Got my eyes to the sky, my feet on the ground, smiling as the world spins round, making the best of it. So yeah, you can call me, just call me the optimist. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm great. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm grateful. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm great. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm grateful. Yeah. 'Cause any old day I'm gonna find a way to see the glass half full. Looking for the magic, making joy a habit, happiness has its hold. Got my eyes to the sky, my feet on the ground, smiling as the world spins round, making the best of it. Yeah, you can call me, just call me the optimist. Just call me the optimist, yeah. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm great. Call me the optimist. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm grateful. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm great. Just call me the optimist. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm grateful. Thank you. Thank you very much. This next song I like playing in the winter because January is like my least favorite month in Portland. It's really dark and rainy and cold and rainy. Did I say it's rainy? But we have this nice Pacific Northwest backdrop, which doesn't make a lot of sense with this next song because it's about summer and sunshine. But hopefully it makes leaves you feeling warm and sunny. It's called Summer. I think we can all agree there's nothing like the sweet summertime. I've been thinking about the reasons you remind me of that season, so I wrote them down and even made them rhyme. Now, I love the rest, don't get me wrong, but you won't hear about them in this song. 'Cause autumn is alright, and spring is okay too, but the summer was when I fell in love with you. 'Cause you're a flower blooming in May, with sunshine in the middle of June. You're a warm breeze blowing through my window in the afternoon. You're a firework on the 4th of July. You're an August sunset with a glass of wine. With you it's like summer all the time. 'Cause you're as cool as a glass of lemonade, or a bed for a picnic in the shade, brighter than a firefly on a Friday night. You're a dandelion wish, you're a chocolate milkshake kiss. I feel like hands holding hands in the moonlight. You're a flower blooming in May, with sunshine in the middle of June. You're a warm breeze blowing through my window in the afternoon. You're a firework on the 4th of July. You're an August sunset with a glass of wine. With you it's like summer all the time. And I know it might be silly, but my heart gets chilly in the winter's cold. When I'm low on the Fahrenheit, you make me feel just right. Oh, you make me feel alright. 'Cause you're a flower blooming in May, with sunshine in the middle of June. You're a warm breeze blowing through my window in the afternoon. You're a firework on the 4th of July. You're an August sunset with a glass of wine. With you it's like summer all the time. So with you it's like summer all the time. You're like summer all the time. Thank you.
That's like wedding level song.
Yeah.
The kind of thing you would hear as like someone's first dance.
I've played it at weddings, so yeah.
Called it.
Yes.
It's true. I actually had a funny conversation with a coworker about how of a lot of couples, including him and his wife, the guy tends to be more sentimental.
Oh, yeah.
A bit more romantic.
Yeah.
And listening to this song, of course, and I'm wondering, in your writing process, how does that come out? Like, how do you work through? Because I know, even though, again, my coworker and I talked about how most of the couples we know, the guy tends to be the sentimental one, but in society, that's not really how men are portrayed.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I definitely feel like I'm pretty sentimental, but my wife is too, so I don't know. I think I'm not really sure if there's if there's like a one or the other way that when I write songs, I tend to definitely lean into kind of more love songs than anything else. So yeah, I don't know if that answers your question, but
sort of. Tell me a little bit more about the writing process, because obviously it's an emotional thing as you're writing.
Yeah. For me, I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing because for me, I really try to be someone who like is disciplined and really like grinds out stuff, but I also like tend to write the best like in and out of writing waves, kind of like I'll kind of go through a season of like not really writing much, but not really like being inspired or trying to be super inspired, and then it seems like it'll kind of come in a wave, and then it's like, okay, there's like 3 or 4 song ideas, and it's like, gotta get these down and kind of ride this wave of inspiration, and then from there it's like trying to grind out like the logistics of the song, because I think there's a part of that in every like part of songwriting is like, I mean, every musician has like 100 like unfinished voice memos in their phone, and so it's like there's that initial wave of inspiration, but then there's like the discipline that it takes to like sit down and like write and rewrite and refine and all that stuff, like make the song actually work and grow and have legs. So it's a little bit of both. Like I think it's good to like to have like that discipline, but also like to just be conscious of like sometimes you're just like not that inspired to write, and that's okay. You can just like not write for a season and then come back to it, because if you try to force it every day, it can be like you can get burnt out. So that's my experience anyway, but everybody's different. Some people write every day and they're like, I can just write all day long, and I'm not like that. So
well, it's funny you mentioned the million voice memos that musicians have. How do you actually know when a song's done?
I think it was country singer, I think it was Trace Adkins that said like songs are never finished, they're just abandoned. I don't know if it was Trace Adkins. It was some country singer was like, yeah, songs are never finished, they're just abandoned, which is kind of true. I don't know. Yeah, I think some songs it's easier to tell than others. But yeah, sometimes there's like always a line or two that's like that maybe could be better, but I just can't figure out how to make it better. But yeah, I don't know. There's definitely like moments where it clicks, and then there's moments where it's like, I think this is as good as it's going to get, which hopefully is pretty good. Like by that point, hopefully you've refined it several times, and it's like, okay, this is like something that's not just like the first thing that pops into your head every time, which sometimes it is, but
How do you know when a song's ready to perform? Even if it's not ready to record yet, maybe you're still kind of working it, but you can add it to a set list. You can perform it. Where's that line?
Yeah, I mean, I think as long as like, I don't really, some people perform songs that are like, I only have verse 1 and a chorus. I don't like to do that. I like to perform, it has to be like at least completed, but I do like to perform them, like almost like workshop them, like pretty much as soon as they're done, and I like can confidently play it through from start to finish, because that actually can usually tell you like how people respond to it, and like even just playing it through and kind of just being aware of the energy in a room can really help decide like, is this finished? Is this good? Or like, not that it's based off of like people's reactions all the time, but that can like be a pretty good indicator of like, I think this is cool. And then if you play it and people are like feel the same thing, then it's like, okay, yeah, there's something there. So
yeah, I think that's the challenge a lot of people, a lot of things have had during pandemic lockdown. You're not getting that immediate feedback. You don't get the reaction. You don't know, and you're just having to wing it.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, yeah, I've done some a few like Zoom shows, which is like the weirdest thing ever, because you like, and even I've just like done during like the the most locked down period, like I did just some like Instagram lives and stuff, and yeah, it's so weird because like you play a song and there's like, even if there's people watching and they're like virtual, yay, it's like it's still so weird to like do a song and like silence. So yeah, having that like live feedback is crucial. That's one of the reasons I'm excited about the Folk Fest this weekend, is to have a room full of people that are like, you know, that are experiencing live music the way it should be.
Right. And one of the fun things for me, anyway, in my past experience with that folk festival, compared to other festivals, because I'm kind of a music nerd and have gone to a bunch,
Yeah.
It's a different vibe where I feel like there's a lot more just people that are quote unquote scene or part of music scene in general.
Yeah.
So it's more that crowd than it is just, oh, they happen to be a fan of this artist or that artist.
Yeah.
So it feels almost like a sort of an aficionados festival,
Yeah, totally.
which gives a different reaction to shows.
Yep.
It's interesting to see, like, for example, watching Fox and Bones perform for that crowd versus seeing them at any other venue around town,
Right.
and the
Yep.
kind of response you get from it.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great example because like I know that there's a lot of artists that like, yeah, I'll go see them play at like a one of their like weeknight gigs or whatever, where it's like not as much of a performance-y, like you're not playing in the Crystal Ballroom, it's a different vibe, but then to see them take that on in front of like, in front of an expectant audience is very special. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the fun things to see. Plus, again, it's the crowd that's there for that. They're not just kind of a side thing or going to see some
Right.
other artist. That's what's expected.
Yeah.
And so it's a different vibe altogether to know, okay,
Yeah.
this is the crowd you should be expecting here.
Yeah, for sure. And they did a great job like including so many artists, and like even just like looking at some of the set times and stuff, like they're really just like rotating so many people through, which is awesome because it's like you can be there for like, a few hours or all night, but I mean you can be there for not a long amount of time and still hear like 3 or 4 artists, which is awesome, instead of like, all right, this band's gonna play for 2 hours, which is like great, but it's like to get a really diverse like experience of like so many different musicians and styles and stuff is really cool.
Right, which, I mean, that's part of the appeal of a festival in general, is you can
Totally.
get a mix of different artists versus I'm going to go listen to Fish for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yep. Exactly.
Not to knock Fish, just saying, 4 hours after a while, you know.
Yeah, we get it. It's
Right?
great, but yeah, definitely.
One of the fun things about that festival, too, is there's all the merch tables and things where you can actually talk with the band. Because
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of shows and even festivals, there's kind of this barrier where even if they have a merch table, you're not going to see the band there. You're not going to be able to
Right.
talk with them.
Yeah.
How is that for you as a musician, knowing you've got people coming up wanting to pick your brain and talk to you about your music?
That's great. I mean, I don't know how often that happens to me that at shows, but like hopefully this weekend. But yeah, it's really fun, and definitely like very encouraging when people are like excited about your music and excited about one of your songs and like really want to check out your merch and your CDs. And I find like I have like I do vinyl too, and people are like really excited about that, and it's just like all
It's hard
kinds
to
of different
find
people.
for local artists. I get
It is.
excited too.
Yeah, and it's funny, like vinyl's a very specific, like there can be people that like I feel like there's people that have bought my vinyls that like aren't maybe not even that into my music, but they're just like, I'm collecting vinyl, so here's a vinyl that is available and I'm gonna buy it. And it's like, that's great. They maybe are, but it's like it's a different crowd, I feel like, than those that are just gonna like buy your CD or stream your music. So but yeah, it's always really exciting when there's when you can actually, and like from a fan perspective too, it's fun to like be able to connect with those artists that you like just saw play and now they're right here in front of me. Like that's really cool.
So for those listening that are going to be going to this festival, what advice would you have for them when they go to approach a musician? Because there's always that awkwardness where they don't want to come on too strong and be weird about it, but they
Yeah.
also are really excited and want to talk to you.
I don't know. I mean, I would just say like we're no different than anybody else. Just like you could just say, hey, like liked your song, like your music, or like I don't know. There doesn't need to be like a pickup line, so to speak, I guess, for that. It's just like, I mean, that's always like, I feel like I've been as an artist, like sometimes like
on the other side of that where I can tell someone's like wanting to approach, and I'm like, just come talk to me. Like, I'm normal. I promise. Like, it's and probably every artist you interact with is gonna be just excited that you want to like talk about, and that they're excited about your music. So just
Yeah, I don't know where that notion came from of, don't talk to them, you're going to be weird. It's like, no, I think musicians in general kind of connect better, even if you are weird, and maybe more so if you are.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely true. Just be normal if you can.
If you can, right. That's the thing that everyone kind of has in their head. Try to be normal.
Yeah. Or just like pick one song that like you were like, I love this song, and just say like, hey, this song is awesome, or I really like your guitar playing, or something like that. And then it's like usually from there, the general like awkwardness like just disappears, and you're just like two people talking. So
there you go, kind of like we are right now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Except we happen to have cameras and broadcasting and stuff, and an audience. Those things.
Yeah. Well,
that's how we are. What is the next song you're gonna play for us?
Yeah, the next song is a song that I wrote with a couple other friends about the house that I grew up in. I grew up in Montana, actually, and this is a song just about where I grew up and just kind of my childhood, and just kind of like a nostalgic look back on just some of my like early days of childhood, and how kind of just like how simple life was, and also like how that kind of like set the stage and the foundation for the rest of my life. So it's called That Old House.
Okay, let's hear it.
Thanks. By the side of the door, 4 walls and some shingles built just after the war, in the shade of a willow near the end of the road. Might not look like much to you, but it was home. Past the driveway was the end zone, a rock was first base. The second-hand Toyota took us to outer space. An unfinished basement with room to explore. A scratch from a sword fight on the kitchen floor. I never saw just nails and wood. I go back there if I could. That old house was more than just foundation. It gave me wings. I dared a dream education. All those long summer nights under the big sky that never seemed to end. I've come a long way since then, but I'm missing that old house again. We sailed the 7 seas, we searched for buried treasure, got grass stains on our knees. We slayed dragons in the backyard, while Dad manned the grill. We picked flowers from the garden for Mom's kitchen windowsill. That old house was more than just foundation, it gave me wings. Did a dream education, all those long summer nights under the big sky that never seemed to end. I've come a long way since then, but I'm missing that old house again. I'd go back there if I could. And that old house was more than just foundation, it gave me wings. I did a dream education. That old house was more than just foundation, it gave me wings. I did a dream education. All those long summer nights under the big sky that never seemed to end. I've come a long way since then, and I'm happy where I am. I'm just missing that old house again. It made me who I am. I'm missing that old house again. Thank you. So I said before, I usually play like love songs and kind of warm, fuzzy things, but this is a rare heartbreak song. It's called Don't Say the Words. Silence, the silence is killing me. Please tell me, how did we get so lost? Remember when we started out? You said we could work it out, no matter the cost. So don't say the words, don't say the words, don't say the words. 'Cause I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know what it's like without you. Let's hold on just for the night. We can make it till morning light, and everything will be fine. So tell me, oh, just tell me lies, 'cause I can see it in your eyes. It's only a matter of time. So don't say the words, don't say the words, don't say the words. 'Cause I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know what it's like without you. Don't say the words, don't say the words, don't say the words. 'Cause I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know what it's like without you.
'cause I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know what it's like without you. Thanks. Gonna take a quick drink. I'm gonna do another newer song. This song is about making the most of the mundane moments of life, because I kind of realized that, a lot of life is not the high moments and the low moments, but kind of the moments in between that we have every day. And it's important to take time to enjoy those. So that's what this song's about. It's called All the Little Things. It's a Saturday morning, we've got nowhere to be. We listen to the sound of the rain, and the turntable spinning as James Taylor sings Rockabye, Sweet Baby James. We're sitting on the back porch at our neighbors down the street, sipping whiskey and wine. And there's something heavenly about laughing together and sharing a drink with a friend. 'Cause it's the little things that matter the most, not the mountaintop memories or internet posts. It's not the highs or the lows, but the moments between. It's the joys that each day brings. The more that I live, I can see it's all of the little things. It's that first sip of coffee or a new pair of shoes, the window sea view on a plane. It might seem ordinary, but they're just tiny reminders of the beauty behind the mundane. 'Cause it's the little things that matter the most, not the mountaintop memories or internet posts. It's not the highs or the lows, but the moments between. It's the joys that each day brings. The more that I live, I can see it's all of the little things. 'Cause you could get everything that you're chasing, you could travel the world, but I think that you'll find the best part of life was in front of you all along. Well, it was right there all along. 'Cause it's the little things that matter the most, not the mountaintop memories or internet posts. It's not the highs or the lows, but the moments between. It's the joys that each day brings. The more that I live, I can see it's all of the little things. It's all of the little things. Thank you.
I'm doing that weird COVID dance of, where do I put my mask? In the pocket, on the wrist, I never know.
Whatever works.
Yeah, there you go. One of those little things.
There you go.
Too
Yeah.
So going back a little bit, because of course your songs, a lot of them have sort of that nostalgic feel.
Sure, yeah.
When did you first start playing guitar?
So I first started playing guitar probably about 10 years ago. I was let's see, I started in kind of messing around with it like the first couple years of college. So I took like piano and drum lessons for most of my life, and kind of knew how to play music and stuff like through high school. And then when I got to college, I started like fiddling around with guitar and ended up like teaching myself, mostly through like YouTube and through like the base knowledge of piano, which helped a lot, just by like learning songs that I wanted to learn. And then like that kind of like, you know, if you know like 4 chords, you can play a lot of songs. And so kind of like built it from there, and then started like kind of writing my own songs based on that. So yeah, it's been kind of funny because like it's now like the instrument that I play pretty much everything on, even though I grew up like playing piano and drums and like never really thought that I would do anything else. Like I didn't like look at myself as like guitar songwriter guy when I first started, you know, learning music. So yeah.
What instrument did you first start on?
Started on piano in like 3rd grade, so pretty young. So yeah.
What made the transition, do you think, going from piano to guitar? Like at what point did you go, all right, piano's not as much anymore?
I don't know if that it was like anything against piano, because I love piano. In fact, I kind of miss playing piano. I think it's just that a lot of the music that I was listening to was a lot more guitar driven and like inspired, and like it's a lot easier to kind of just like pick up a guitar and just kind of play stuff that I knew. But I don't know if it was that or if it was just more that I kind of wanted to just try it out because I wanted to play some of the songs that I heard that you can't necessarily play on piano as much. But it wasn't that I like was tired of piano, because I've never been tired of piano. I love piano.
In fact, one of your music videos that's on YouTube shows you playing piano, which you were telling me was not actually planned at all.
Yes, funny story. So like we shot this music video for Coming to Life, which is, I played the first song. It's the title track of the album, and we did this music video where this couple, which is actually a couple friends of mine, the idea of the music video is that they like go on a spontaneous date night and they just go to these different places. And one of the scenes was in a park, and I forget which park it was.
It was Washington Park, like up by the Rose Gardens.
It could have been. I don't remember, but there's a lot of parks that look similar, so it could have been any one of them. But anyways, we went to that park to shoot just some like a scene where they like spontaneously grab stuff from their car and just have like a picnic in the park and like throw the frisbee around. So we show up and we shoot that, but then as we're like going back to the car, there's one of these pianos just like up there, and it's like, if you've seen the park or the video, it's like kind of like up on a hill, as a lot of Portland parks are, and so it kind of just like looks out, and there's just this beautiful piano that's been like restored, and there's a local company, I don't know, local coalition of some kind that like restores these old pianos, and like local artists can like paint them and design them, and then they just put them in cool locations that are free to play. So we saw that, and I was like, well, we have to use this, and so we did some shots of it, just playing the piano, and then in like the aftermath of posting it, and like various tagging on Instagram and stuff, like I ended up getting like connected with the artist that did the piano, and she was like, "This is awesome," and I was like, "It is awesome. Thank you for doing this." It was kind of a cool full circle moment, like two creatives getting to like be a part of each other's art in some way was pretty cool.
Yeah, I love when that happens, where it's one artist's work ends up influencing another, and then it just cascades from there.
Yeah, it was very cool, and definitely was like gave the music video a lift that we didn't like expect to be in there, so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and that video in particular has, you know, all the fun Portland scenes and vibes where I can go, oh yeah, that's different spots around town that anyone who's visited Portland or lives here will immediately be able to pick out.
Yeah, that was the idea. I mean, it was sort of like almost like a love song to Portland a little bit, or just like to a Portland like summer night, because that's what I wanted the song to feel like. And so hopefully some of those visuals did that.
See, and I think we've got about 3 minutes left.
Okay, great.
So real quick, want to remind people, if they want to find more of your music, spell your last name for them so they can type into Google?
Yeah, Norberg is the last name, Lane Norberg. So last name is spelled Norberg. And yeah, you can find my music on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you stream music. All of it's on my website in some form, so you can check that out. And on social media too. So.
And you'll be performing at the Portland's Folk Festival, taking place at Crystal Ballroom this weekend. I believe there's still some tickets available. I don't know if you have to go to the door though, or if you can buy them online still.
I don't either. I know that I think you can buy them online. There might be a different rate available. I don't know, but
yeah.
I think you maybe can get them online, but definitely get multi-day tickets if you still can, because it's definitely worth going all 3 days, and obviously it's a little cheaper too.
Right.
So yeah.
More bang for the buck, so to speak.
Exactly. Yeah, and yeah, with how many artists they're playing, it's well worth the weekend. So.
If they are so unfortunate as to miss the folk festival, where can they find out about future shows that you're playing?
Yeah, I definitely try to post about upcoming shows on social media, but you can also go to my shows page on my website. That's where I try to post most of my upcoming stuff. I've got not a ton on the calendar right now, but I've got a lot of stuff in the works for February and into spring and stuff. So yeah.
Great. Before you go, can you do a quick station drop for us? Just
sure.
Your name and listening to KPSU.
Yes, my name is Lane Norberg. I'm a local singer-songwriter, and you're listening to KPSU.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And we've got time for one more song if you want to play us out.
Perfect. Yeah. I've got a perfect song. It's a song called "We're Not Alone." It's from my latest album, and it's basically a song about missing live music and missing going to just being in a room of people experiencing live music, which is what I'm gonna go do, and hopefully all of you go do at the Folk Fest this weekend. So yeah, it's called "We're Not Alone."
All right, let's hear it. Thanks so much.
Close your eyes and listen to this sound. 1,000 former strangers all together in a crowd. Bottles clinking coming from the bar. The quiet hum of speakers and a finger-picked guitar. It echoes through the rafters, the soundtrack of what matters. So raise up your glasses, lift them higher, toast to the new song, the midnight choir. Call up the neighbors, make sure somebody knows. We are a family, sisters and brothers. Cheers to the madness, here's to each other. Shout it from the rooftops, let everybody know. We're not alone. We're not alone. Yesterday the neon signs were shining. The room was still, the whole world had gone quiet. Stars were bright, the world was undercover. Thinking back made me think about how much we need each other. So raise up your glasses, lift them higher, toast to a new song, the midnight choir. Call up the neighbors, make sure somebody knows. We are a family, sisters and brothers. Cheers to the madness, here's to each other. Shout it from the rooftops, let everybody know. We're not alone. We're not alone. It echoes through the rafters, the soundtrack of what matters. So raise up your glasses,
lift them higher. Toast to a new song, the midnight choir. Call up the neighbors, make sure somebody knows. We are a family, sisters and brothers. Cheers to the madness, here's to each other. Shout it from the rooftops, let everybody know. Shout it from the rooftops, let everybody know. We're not alone. We're not alone. We're not alone. We're not alone. Thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for tuning into KPSU. That was Lane Norberg here on Live Fridays. You can find all of his wonderful music on all the streaming platforms, or go see him at the Portland Folk Festival this weekend at the Crystal Ballroom. Thanks for tuning in to KPSU.